Jean Baker's start in life was anything but glamorous. Born on June 1st, 1926 in Los Angeles, California, the identity of her father was never determined, and her mother suffered from severe psychological problems which made it impossible to raise her daughter.
Marilyn Monroe had a vulnerability about her that we saw in her eyes. There was a sweetness. But remember, she really doesn't come from great means. She was not born with a silver spoon in her mouth.
Norma Jean would spend her adolescence bouncing in and out of foster homes and orphanages. In 1942, she married her 21-year-old neighbor, Jimmy Doherty. Things were good between them until Jimmy left to serve in the Pacific. While Jimmy was overseas, Norma Jean took a job at a radioplane munitions factory in Burbank, California. Photographer David Conover couldn't believe his eyes when he came across her while shooting pictures of women contributing to the war effort. The young beauty became a successful model, but she had dreams of becoming the next Lana Turner or Jean Harlow. She enrolled in drama classes. In 1946, Jimmy returned home and decided Norma Jean must choose between staying married or pursuing acting. The couple divorced. When Norma Jean signed her first studio contract with 20th Century Fox in 1946, she was paid $125 a week. Along with the weekly check came a new name and a new hair color as the young starlet now known as Marilyn Monroe.
Norma Jean decided to create a character. She invented a character. She dyed her hair blonde. She wore low-cut dresses. You can give yourself a new name, new character, a new personality, and people will accept you for that.
After a few years of inconsequential films, she broke out with leading roles in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and How to Marry a Millionaire. The 27-year-old actress was now a household name and the blonde bombshell of the 50s. In 1954, retired baseball legend Joe DiMaggio asked his agent to set up a date with Marilyn. Sparks flew, and they tied the knot instantly, becoming one of the most famous couples in the world.
Everyone remembers Marilyn when she was in The 7-Year Itch, and she walked over that subway grate, and the vents and the wind came up and blew her dress up, and she was just loving that moment. And the big story is Joe DiMaggio, whom she was dating at the time, was furious, and they ended up breaking up.
The two would divorce in October of '54. Despite the breakup, they remained close. By 1955, Marilyn wanted to become a serious actress. She took a hiatus from the studio grind to study under Lee Strasberg at the Actors Studio in New York City. She returned to Hollywood, starting her own film company, and found happiness away from the studio, marrying playwright Arthur Miller in 1956. Proving she could provide laughs, she knocked audiences out with her performance in Billy Wilder's 1959 classic, Some Like It Hot. In 1961, she divorced Arthur Miller. She was struggling with personal issues, and The Misfits, which would be her final completed film, was a box office disappointment. She never completed her final film, Something's Gotta Give. In 1962, the 36-year-old star was found dead in her Brentwood home with a bottle of sleeping tablets beside her. Since her death, countless sex symbols have come and gone, but none have ever come close to the iconic Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn really was, she was the one who transitioned America from the monochromatic black and white 50s into, the Technicolor 60s. From generation to generation, people are still looking up to her. People are still modeling themselves after her. They want to be like her.